Hello, my name is Sylvia, and I'm going to share with everyone the material that I've learned these past 4 weeks in defining client needs. Each of the concepts that I'm going to discuss brought a lot of meaning into my professional life and has helped me better understand going forward how I want to portray myself. While reflecting upon the concepts that I've learned more about, the 3 that stood out the most were understanding the 3 C's in professional design, how to conduct comparative design research, and lastly, how to better understand our clients and their needs to produce a successful outcome with the process. As I went through all the course materials that have been presented to me throughout the course, I am going to start with week 1. In week 1, I learned about the 3 C's, which are communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. These 3 terms through the design process are very important. Let's start with communication. Communication within the design process needs to be the first thought. Without proper communication to whoever is involved within the design process will lead to a failed outcome of the design. For example, the 1 point from the 1.2 lecture by the course instructor Ryan McClung, communication is used for transmitting information, passing along the understanding, and sharing ideas. Why is this important? It's important because if you don't understand why clear communication is important and understanding the understanding behind it, then being successful in media design is going to fail because your audience is not going to understand what you are trying to communicate. Communication can come in many forms. For example, writing, presentation, and managerial. Collaboration is being able to work with others on a task as well as completing the end goal. Why is collaboration important? It is important because knowing how to work together and effectively work on a project with a team will better produce positive outcomes. When it comes to critical thinking, this is a self-directed tool that shows self-corrective thinking that shows others your use. Critical thinking allows others to see your problem-solving skills. Knowing how to solve problems as they arise from clients is a process. As Don Martian shares from 1.3 Research, MDMFA, and Professional Design, the problem is always the client's problem. The process of solving that problem is defining, conceptualizing, iterating, refining the problem, finalizing the solution, and lastly, providing the evidence. After learning about the 3 C's, the next concept that was important was how to produce research. Understanding the 3 C's will help aid in the research process. Why is research important? According to 2.2 lecture from Ryan McClung, research is the foundation from challenging the current knowledge and furthering the learning from other sources. While conducting research, utilizing an annotated bibliography while gathering all sources from the topic that the research is being conducted upon is very important. This annotated bibliography summarizes the information within the source you are looking at. In 2.4 Research, annotated bibliographies, there are several points you want to make sure you include while conducting your research, which are summarizing the material found, asking if it's objective or biased, if the source is credible or reliable, and how does the source tie in with the rest of the sources that were found, and how it changes your views on the topic it is about, and how it will be used. The last concept that was important to my own personal journey is understanding clients' needs. In week 3.2 lecture by Ryan McClung, he expresses the steps of understanding our clients and the importance of understanding our clients before we can better define their needs. By producing client research before you have the first meeting with the client will show the client you understand who they are and what they do as a business. From 3.5 case study Margot Chase, she explains each step that her team conducted to meet the need of her clients. The 3 steps that she went through was first defining the client's needs, which in her case was figuring out who their target audience was and how to solve the problem of marketing as well as advertising. The second step was client communication. Her team and the client were able to set up check-ins to make sure that their needs were on track of being met. And lastly was meeting the client's needs. In the end, Margot Chase's team was able to solve the problem between the advertising and the product by making a mini billboard on the outside of the shoebox that could be used and changed out by seasons. By understanding each of these concepts, it was able to help me understand how to conduct proper research, understand how to define the three C's, and how they relate to my own work. And lastly, understanding clients and how I can help future clients. In my professional life, I've already been able to utilize these tools and refine my own process to hopefully make my process stronger going forward. One of my main takeaways from this month is communication is everything, and being able to properly communicate will provide me with the outcomes that I pursue in my career. Thank you.